Oh man, I played Samurai Jack the video game and I got some thoughts. Yeah. Now let me just start this off by saying I am a huge fan of Samurai Jack, and if you're a huge fan of Samurai Jack as well, then you're probably already aware of some of my work. I put out a rap song a year or so ago called Ashi.
You know, I had a girl, her name was Ashi. She was everything that I wanted right in front of me. She was the one and only girl that I could ever see. But I suffered and watched her disappear in front of me.
Cool! And I followed that up, with a few other songs, pretty much extending the universe and the story of Samurai Jack, beginning at the end of season 5. Now, it was kind of a means to kind of give hope to the fans of the animated series who felt kind of jilted by the way season 5 ended. Now, of course, there's only so much hope fan fiction in song form can give to the fans, as it's just that. It's fan fiction. It's not necessarily considered canon. So when Samurai Jack Battle Through Time was announced last year, with the given fact that this story would be canon and see Samurai Jack traveling through different alternate timelines towards his final fight with Aku, it kind of gave us fans hope. It gave us hope for a different future for Jack. A future or a conclusion more fitting of our boy Samurai Jack, which potentially might see him having a happy ending. Now this, of course, would not come to pass with Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. Unfortunately, the video game's ending holds true to the source material. Now, that's well and fine for those purists out there, but this was a missed opportunity for creator Genndy Tartakovsky. The beauty of a video game is that you can have multiple different endings, which are usually predicated upon the decisions you've made throughout the game. Now, there's typically, a good ending, a bad ending, and maybe another general one, which is like in between the good and bad ending. The creators of Samurai Jack could have explored different outcomes for Jack. Like, what would his future be like if he had killed Aku in the current timeline of the future instead of the past? Like, how would Samurai Jack's ending have wound up that way had he done that? Like, one thing's for sure, though, Ashi would more than likely still be alive. I'm almost certain she would have. Now, when you promise something like traveling through alternate timelines and claiming the game serves as an alternative scenario of the final episode of season 5, only to have it end exactly the same, well, I as a fan kind of feel let down. Now, this game had so much potential to be more than just a nostalgia trip where, you hear a few lines from the voice actors, hack and slash your way through levels, and then you move on. And it's done. There's absolutely no replayability to this game. Now, once you beat it, well, that's it. There's really no incentive to play through the game again. It's a story we've already seen, only this time, we get to play it and we see our boy Jack in different scenarios. Like, that's nice, but this was a chance for the creators to kind of really delve deeper into the Samurai Jack lore. The thing with a television series is that you only get one shot at a finale, so you gotta make it a good one. I'm not necessarily certain that Samurai Jack made theirs good too. I'm just saying. And it kind of repeated themselves with the ending in this video game. Now, I'm almost certain that the creators are well aware of how us fans felt about the ending of season 5, which is probably why they decided to leave out that whole wedding scene where Ashi fades away. And I know they've seen the outpour online about the ending. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time kind of gave me hope that we might be given a second chance to see things kind of turn out slightly different for Jack. And the fact that they didn't bother to explore a timeline where Aku was killed in the present future as opposed to the past is just kind of odd. Genndy and the original writer of the series were attached to this particular project, so what's their excuse for not exploring that particular possibility? Now, I'm sure they have their reasons, and it would be awesome to know what they were and why they didn't explore that particular outcome. Genndy is more close to the character than me or you as fans will ever be, so I feel he has his reasons. He has to. Maybe it's because Jack from the very beginning had one core mission, one core goal, and that was to make it back to the past to kill Aku so that the future he was trapped in would never come to pass. Like, all the years of suffering endured by his close friends and family, Like, this was something he wanted to undo, and maybe even the prospect of love and Ashi was not enough to stop his core goal of saving the world from experiencing a future under the evil dictatorship of Aku. There are parts that, we as an audience did not get to see. Like, what happened to Jack's family immediately after he was transported to the future. Not knowing what happened to your loved ones is probably enough motivation to kind of get back to the past and stop this future from ever occurring for Jack. Because they probably suffered immensely at the hands of Aku. And obviously, we as fans and we as viewers didn't get to see that. It's something that's more so left up for us to speculate about. That this game ending the way that it did might have just been Genndy's way of kind of saying to the audience that no matter the circumstances or the obstacles set forth by Aku in front of Jack, he'll manage somehow to hold steadfast to his goal of getting back to the past and stopping this future from ever occurring. Ashi was a bit of a curveball, but not enough of one to have Jack think logically about what would happen if he killed Aku in the past instead of the future. I still personally think this game was a missed opportunity to, at the very least, create an alternate ending that might satisfy fans of the series. But I will say that I did have fun playing through the game, even though, it did get pretty damn repetitive 30 minutes in. I really would have loved to have just seen a little bit more fan service in this particular game. Yes, again, you have your nostalgia Easter eggs here and there with characters from the series, but I want story-driven fan service. And one of the fan services that we didn't get was an alternate ending for Samurai Jack. Thus, this ending was a very, very disappointing one. But you know what? I still rock with my boy Samurai Jack always. I don't know. And we probably won't see our boy Samurai Jack anytime soon. But I'll leave you guys with this.
Hey Jack.
Yeah?
Do you know where we are? Or when we are?
That's just it, Johnny.
Yeah?
I am just a samurai.
I know.
I have no concept of time.
Oh, damn.
I can't find my way back in time. My life is left behind. Yeah.
All I want is my soul back. So I'ma go back. Figure out how I'ma get it. Cause this life I'm living, I ain't with it.
Gonna chop off all of his limbs. Talking about Aku and Grim. They'll be defeated and we will win. Find Ashi and get her twin.
Find Aku! Yeah! He threw him back in time. We gotta hit that rewind.
Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you need from me. My heart, it bleeds for thee. And my heart, you know that I want you, Ashi. Yeah. Strange as this is, I see my life is changing for the better.
Oh yeah, whatever. You really had to go change the past. Now time is bad. This soul won't last. I'm going my way. You can finally stay. Nothing left here to say. There's a price you'll pay.
Erasing, erasing, replacing the placing, embracing the traces to find all the places that I lost when I went and slipped into time. Now Ashi and Johnny Bravo, I must find in time.